Hey peeps, it's snowy, it's cold. We have our mug of tea so we can stay warm. We're gonna take a sip of tea and then we're gonna get into this unboxing slash reveal. I found my seam ripper, guys. One of you gave this to me in the Somnia unboxing. I had lost it and I was like, oh my God, where is it? My life is over, but I managed to find it. So I did find my seam ripper, very excited about that. But today we're gonna be unboxing the mass-produced version of A Compendium of Witches Oracle by Natasa Ilincic. I apologize if I butcher that. I will put the Amazon link down below. No, I do not get money or credit or anything for that Amazon link. It's just to make it easier for you in case you want to purchase, so that you can go ahead and purchase if you feel called to. I know that there was an indie self-produced version that I wish I could have participated in. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to at the time. And so I am pretty excited to work with this now. This was like $39 and change, I think, on Amazon. So it is pricier even at the mass market edition, but I think it might be worth it. I'm excited to see. So that's what the side of the box looks like, of the box looks like. Just gonna be one of those days, Mercury in retrograde. I have to say, just like brief little ramble here, because Mercury in retrograde, every reading this week, I've just been like, I'm so sorry, like the words, like I can see it, I can intuit it, but to actually express it to you clearly is gonna take me a few seconds. Like I keep losing words. That's like the number one thing that happens to me during Mercury in retrograde is I get really like tongue-tied and words get twisted and everything. So anyhow, I'm just trying to have a sense of humor and laugh about it and then move the fuck on, right? Because like, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Anyhow, I digress. A Compendium of Witches Oracle is what we're unboxing today. It is produced by Los Scarabeo. There's 60 cards and 176-page color companion book. So it says, beyond the faces of these ancient witches are the stories of wise, strong, and resilient women. Coming from different lands and ages, these magical practitioners share a common trait, a familiarity with the wider world, that of spirits and invisible forces hiding within nature. So that really called to me, and there's one specific card image that a very dear friend of mine showed me that, yeah, I'm like, just for that card image alone, I want this deck. And this was recommended to me by one of my dearest friends in tarot. And so she's usually right with things for me. So I'm, you know, when she said to me, yeah, I think you should get it, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make the investment. I should also just clarify at the outset, I purchased this deck with my own funds. I was not gifted or sent this deck. Okay. So it's nice matte. There's this gorgeous kind of woodsy green with the gilding, very pretty. Oh, the inside of the box is black. Just speaks to my little goth heart. Okay, so. Oh, nice. So the guidebook is like pretty hefty, you know, for what we typically see. Oh, but it is in multiple languages because Los Scarabeo, dog racing. Oh my God. Okay, so never mind. We're not getting what we think we're getting. Wow, we're really not getting what we think we were getting. So we're getting about 47 pages. It looks like there's a brief description, but not card reproduction for those images. It's not a color reproduction other than like, that's a little misleading. It doesn't have reproductions of the card images. My understanding is, and I will try to put a link to this if I remember it, that on her site she has a more in-depth book. So she talks a little bit about the deck, and then there's like a couple paragraphs for each card with a few keywords. So you're definitely going to want, I mean, I think you'll want to reference that, but you're also going to really want to build your own experience with the cards. So before I take the plastic off of this, I just want to give you a frame of reference, similar, a little bit bigger than the Darkwood Tarot in size. You guys have no idea how happy I am that I found the seam ripper again. I was like, how did I lose it? You know when you rearrange like your room or a space, any room in the house really. And then like it never fails for me. Like I always end up misplacing something really important. Not something that doesn't matter, doesn't, you know, but like wouldn't matter if I lost it. No, it's always something really important, right? Okay, so the cardstock. I don't like the cardstock, but it's Scarabeo, so I knew I wasn't gonna like the cardstock. It's not like I'm disappointed or surprised. So it looks like, now again, I've done no research on this other than discussion with one of my friends about this deck. So I haven't watched reviews, I haven't done any of that stuff. There are a set of darker cards here that are the witches, and then I think these are like the familiars or the, you know, kind of tools of the trade to witchcraft and to their practice. They're sacred items, you know, and sacred animals and plant magic, etc. So it's kind of like there are two decks in one. I intend to use them as one and combine them, but I did think, I think we had discussed something around, this was a while back, so we've talked about this deck twice, my friend and I, that you could use them as two separate decks if you wanted, okay? And let me see if she says anything in the guidebook. Yeah, so the deck comprises of 60 cards split into 30 voices, cards depicting witches, 30 whispers, cards depicting additional symbols. So, okay, so you can work with that however you feel guided to in your own practice. So I'm just going to kind of divide them up for the purpose of showing you because it's a little bit easier to hold. So as I said, the cardstock is like not quite, it's not slick, it's not quite matte, it's kind of flat. And there's a little heft, but I have a feeling these are going to warp. Oh, my Scarabeos have been warping lately. And in my last video, some of you said that you are having the same experience as well. So it's not just me. Their cardstock sucks. So this is the backing. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry. It's just, it does. It's very frustrating because even at a mass-produced level, it's really frustrating when you purchase a deck and it already feels like it's starting to be damaged, right? It's frustrating. So this is the listener, the priestess, the oracle. Oh, I like that one. These are beautiful images. The wind rider. Oh, wow, guys. These are really, really pretty. The shapeshifter, the scholar, the stargazer, the veil walker, like that one, the guardian, the wayfarer, the mystic. Oh, I like that. She has a serpent around her neck there. The artist, the seer, the alchemist. Oh my God. This next one is stunning. The memory. Oh my God. I love this one. The shaman, the reconciler, the storyteller, the healer, the laborer, the explorer. I like that one. Cute. The hermit, the soothsayer, the weaver, the preserver. Oh, I like this next one. The unbound, the companion, the comforter. Ooh, the dusk child. And oh, this last one is giving me so much Hecate energy. The crossroads. Oh, I love that one. Oh my God. Okay, I am so stoked. And we're only halfway through that. I'm so stoked to work with this deck. OMG, guys. I wish it had gilding, but this is the entire reason why I bought this deck, this image, the familiar. Many of you know, obviously, by my channel name, when I first really began my journey as a priestess and a shaman, stepping into working outside of just spiritual path for myself. One of my teachers journeyed and gave me Owl as my familiar. And so that's where the channel name came from. That's where a lot of my work came from, especially the first 5 years of my practice as a reader, as a medium, really connected in with Owl as a guide, acting as kind of like the go-between between realms. So this image is how I experience Owl, and it's really, really special. Sprout. Pruning. Oh my God, guys, I'm really loving this deck. Light. Standing Stone. Thaw. Distaff. Sickle. Staff. Rest. Oh, I love the imagery in this deck. Temperance. Oh my God, this one. Cornucopia. Mountain. Bee. Storm. Offering. Ruins. Hare. Goat. Oh, I love that one. Shell. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Pomegranate. Oh. Roots. Oh my God, guys, I love this. Wreath. Briar. Autumn. Cauldron. Oath. Mirror. Teeth. And the moon. Wow. I'm so excited to work with this deck, guys. I am like, I can feel it already. It has a very Celtic witch feel to me. And it's interesting because the Celtic pantheon has kind of come back up for me as deity over the last few weeks. And I really haven't super intimately worked with the Celtic pantheon probably since I was like 26, 27. So this feels like the deck that I need to help me step back into that energy that's calling to me for whatever reason it is, which is to be revealed to me. I think it's going to work really well with the Hush Tarot, Journey into the Hidden Realm Tarot, and Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. Like, I am so excited to work with this deck, guys. Right off the bat, I can tell you I'm already falling in love with it. I'm excited to combine, to clear the deck, align with it, combine the two, kind of the two halves, and see how this deck wants to work with me. This is a gorgeous deck. I do, at least from this immediate first feeling, which you guys know that I'm always going to do a full review later on, because you have to work with the deck in order to know it. You don't know a deck at first glance. You can know if you're going to work well with it, but you don't really like know a deck. But this feels like a very old friend, an older, wiser friend coming to visit. And like, I'm making cake and we're having tea kind of a feeling. This is a stunning deck. I am beyond excited to work with her. It makes me want to hunker down in the kitchen and like do some kitchen witch magic and just like be in that kind of space. So I'm really, really stoked to work with this one. I'm going to let you guys know how it goes, of course, as always, but like this deck is gorgeous. So yeah, so a Compendium of Witches Oracle, super stoked to work with, beautiful, you know, typical Scarabeo BS of like the guidebook that they say is bigger, but it's actually in multiple languages, so it's a smaller guidebook, but that's fine. I can work around that. That's no problem. And then of course the cardstock, which leaves a lot to be desired. But at this point, we're all used to that. With like Scarabeo and Llewellyn, I feel like most of the time I'm like, I don't even understand what I just paid for cardstock wise. So it is what it is. The imagery, the feel of this deck makes up for that completely, much like Barbie Aries Oracle decks too, where that feel and that experience of connection with it totally makes up for the kind of, you know, minor cosmetic complaints that we have. But I hope you found this unboxing interesting. I am sending you, as always, so much love and many blessings. Hope you're surviving out there if it's winter where you are. And as always, I will see you in the next video.